everyone. Welcome to Mindset Podcast, where we always discuss important topic in daily life. I'm Marisya Wattimury as your host, and I'm really excited today because we will be diving into a very relevant topic: freedom from willing, understand, overcoming, and preventing. Guys, I'm not alone today because we have a very special guest with us, a psychologist with extensive experience in helping bullying victims, Miss Yosefina Huik. Hello, everyone. Welcome, Miss. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us today.
Thank you to Miss Marisya for inviting me to your podcast, and really excited today because now I want to share to all of us about the topic of bullying.
Okay, thank you, Miss. So, before we start, perhaps you could introduce yourself to all of us. As the saying goes, tak kenal maka tak sayang.
Sure. Hello everyone, my name is Yosefina Huik. I am a psychologist who have been working in counseling for more than 5 years, especially for children and teenagers. And I often deal with cases of bullying and its impact on mental health.
Wow, that's an incredible experience, Miss.
Thank you so much, Miss Marisha.
Okay, guys, let's dive into the topic of the day: bullying, understanding it, overcoming it, and preventing it. As a psychologist with a lot of experience in cases like this, can you explain what bullying actually is and why it's often considered more than just harmless teasing?
Okay, guys. So, bullying is deliberate and repeated act to hurt or intimidate someone, whether physically, verbally, socially, or online. The difference with joking is that bullying is involves an imbalance of power. The perpetrator usually utilizes their power, popularity, or physical strength to dominate the victim.
Oh, so bullying is an action that we should never follow or imitate, yeah, guys.
Yes, sure.
Okay, the next question, what types of bullying are most common among children or teenagers?
Okay, well, for the types of bullying that often occur in the environment of children or teenagers, there are four types, guys. The first is about physical bullying. So for the physical bullying, this is the most recognizable form of bullying. For example, hitting, kicking, pushing, damaging other people's property, or threatening with violence. And the second is about the verbal bullying. Guys. So this type of bullying usually use hurtful words such as taunting, insulting, spreading gossip, or threatening. And the third is about social bullying. So for the social bullying, this form of bullying is more subtle but still hurtful. For example, including someone from a group, spreading hurt rumors about someone, or deliberately not asking someone to play. And the last one is about the cyberbullying. So, cyberbullying is that happen online, as through social media, messaging apps, or online games. For example, includes sharing and embracing photos or videos, sending threatening message, or creating fake account to harass others.
Okay, Miss, from your experience, what are usually the main reasons someone becomes a perpetrator?
So, from my experience, there are several complex factors that can cause someone to bully. The first is pressure from the environment, such as peer, where also bullying or social norms that tolerate such behavior can be a trigger. And then family issues such as domestic violence, lack of attention, or inconsistent parenting can also contribute. Third is about the security within the perpetrators is often at the root of the problem. They may feel the need to dominate or put down others to feel better about themselves. And the last one, previous experience of being a victim of bullying can also be a repetitive cycle where the perpetrator then shifts their pain onto others.
Okay, guys, so one of the reasons is that the bully might have been a victim of bullying themselves, which leads them to obsess over revenge. That's really sad, guys, but it's definitely not something to imitate, guys. Okay?
Okay, yeah,
Okay,
sure.
from the situation, what are the negative impact of bullying on the victim of the bully?
Okay, well, so guys, bullying is a serious problem that has far-reaching negative impact on both the perpetrators and the victims. This impact can be sustained and affect various aspects of their life. So, the negative impact of bullying for victim, there are so many guys, starting from mental health problem, such as victim of bullying often experience depression, anxiety, post-traumatic stress disorders to suicidal thinking. Then physical problems. So physical bullying can cause injury while verbal and emotional bullying can trigger physical health problems such as headache, indigestion, and decreased immune system. And as a victim, will also have difficult concentrating. So for they often has difficulty focusing on studying or working because their mind is filled with fear and worry, and as a result of difficulty concentrating and the mental health problem, a victim of bullying performs at school or work tends to decline. So they will also lack self-confidence and feel worthless. And even they're difficult socializing in bullying relationship with others, they also have sleep disorders such as insomnia or nightmares, and it is a common things experienced by victim of bullying.
Okay, wow, the victim have a very many negative impact in their life. So
Yes.
uh, we uh, we want to know the negative impact from the perpetrator too.
For the negative impact of bullying for the perpetrators, yeah. So maybe the first is about the lack of empathy, because as a bully they tends to lack empathy towards other and has difficulty understanding the feeling of others. And then maybe they tendency to ask violence. So as a bully, they has a tendency to use violence and solving problem. And then behavioral problems. So bullies often exhibit antisocial behaviors such as breaking rules and disrespecting others. And then maybe they also have mental health disorders. A
Okay.
job not always visible, but bullies may also experience mental health disorders such as depression, anxiety, and personality disorders.
Alright, guys, we now understand what bullying is and how it often happens in our school and community. Let's move on to discuss how we can overcome bullying. I can give you one example in school. If a student becomes a victim of bullying, what the first step they should take to overcome their problem?
Okay, so if you are a victim of bullying,
Yeah.
the first step is not to face this alone.
Okay.
You should talk to people you trust, such as your parents, your teacher, or your friends. And don't be afraid to ask for help because you are not at fault. In addition, it is also important to collect evidence of the bullying. This could be message, photos, or eyewitnesses. And remember, never blame yourself for what happened because bullying is not your fault. And you deserve to feel safe and comfortable in any environment. Remember, you are not alone because many people care and are ready to help you.
Okay, you talk about the C's have a fault, but if the student feel trauma,
Yes.
is there a way to rebuild their confidence? How?
So, the way is simple with psychological therapy.
Okay.
So, psychological therapy is a very effective way. And why is it effective? Because psychological therapy offers a safe space for victims to explore their feeling although connected to the trauma. Therapy can provide specific techniques to help victims overcoming trauma, change negative to pattern, and rebuild confidence. And there needs to be a supportive environment. As a victim, they should get support from their family, friends, or community, and this can help the victim feel less alone and more confident. Then we can invite them to a same activity that they enjoy and can help distract from the trauma and provide positive feelings.
Okay, you uh, we talk about the victim and the perpetrator.
Yes.
How about the witness?
Yes.
If uh, if witness they see bullying happen, but they afraid to get involved. They scared to get the problem with the problem. Get the problem of the bullying.
Okay, so witnesses have an important role, right?
Yes.
You can help the victim by showing support, for example, by talking them or reporting the incident. And remember, reporting does not mean complaining, but triggers rescuing. In addition, witnesses can also seek help from trusted adults. From teacher, parents, counselor, or community leaders can be a safe and effective outlet. And then they make a form a group support. They invite friends who also care to stand up against bullying together, and maybe learn about bullying. So they also understanding more about what bullying is, its types, and its effect. I think with enough knowledge, you can be more effective in helping victim and preventing bullying from happening again. And remember, you're not alone because many people care and want to help victims of bullying. And don't be afraid to speak up and seek help because every little action you take can make a big difference to the victim.
Okay. Listen up, witnesses. If you see bullying happening in front of you, don't stay silent. Okay.
Yes.
You have to act immediately because your action could save someone.
Yes, sure.
Okay, from your explanation that you share, we have learned how to overcome the bullying. Talking about solution also means talking about preventing. In your opinion, Miss Ina,
Yes.
how can we prevent bullying in schools and in our communities?
Okay, right. So, guys, I think bullying doesn't just cause physical pain, it can also cause mental damage. So, how can we make our environment, both at school and at home or community, free from bullying? First, we must both understanding the bullying is wrong and should not be tolerated. Secondly, we must dare to speak up if we see someone being victimized. And finally, The most important thing is that we must create a positive and supportive environment.
Okay.
How to do that? So there are so many guys, starting from socializing about bullying, making clear rules, to holding fun activities together. And remember, preventing bullying is our responsibility. So let's start from ourselves and invite those closer to us to participate. Because school, home, or community should be safe and comfortable place for all of us.
Okay, how about the parents? How about the role of parents to concrete step can they take to help their children for the problem of bullying?
Okay, so parents should be open to their children, listen without judgment, and provide support.
Okay.
Parents should create a comfortable atmosphere for their children to share their thoughts, feelings, and problems. Parents need to give their full attention when the child speaks without interpreter or passing judgment immediately. And they should show affection and support to their children, but in difficult and happy situations. And the importance of communication, guys. So, because as communication is key in the building a healthy relationship between parents and children. Parents need to take time to talk to their children, listen to their concern, and provide positive feedback.
Okay, in the types of bullying, you mentioned about cyberbullying, right?
Yes.
So, what is the best way to prevent it?
So, guys, as we know now that technological development are increasingly sophisticated, even elementary school children have access to social media such as Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. So, according to my experience when I was in elementary school,
Yes.
we did not recognize the name of Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok, right?
Yes, we have the same experience like
So we must only know that after school we eat, we play,
yes.
study at night, and then sleep. So it is very important to educate children about online ethics. Parents have to teach them to think before posting, maintain privacy, and not be afraid to report harmful content. In addition, we also need to build open communication with children, and we must be a role model by showing children how to use social media wisely and responsible and provide emotional support. So, if children are victims of cyberbullying,
Yeah.
provide the emotional support they need. Help them to feel more confident and not blame themselves.
All right, guys. We today we have gained so much valuable information from understanding what bullying is to how to overcome and prevent it. As we wrap up our podcast today, perhaps you like to share a little message for
Okay.
all of us about bullying, Miss Ina?
Okay, sure. So, guys, bullying is a serious issue that can have devastating effect on the victim, but physically and psychologically. This kind of action not only hurt the individual but also damage the social environment around us. Therefore, we must care and prevent bullying. Everyone has the right to feel safe and comfortable, right?
Yes.
We all have a role to play in creating a positive environment. By respecting and supporting each other, we can prevent bullying from happening.
Okay, guys, learn from our podcast today. In the conclusion, remember, we all have a responsibility to create a world free from bullying. Let's work together to fight against violence and build a safe and supportive environment for everyone. If you are experiencing bullying, don't hesitate to seek help. There are many people who cares about you and are ready to support you. Let's make our school, campus, communities, and the world a better place. The point is, bullying is not cool. If you want to look cool, it's better to be someone who helps others.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Josephine.
You're welcome, Miss
Yeah, for
Marisya.
your time and for sharing such as valuable information with all of us as listeners. We hope the that the insights shared today will be beneficial, especially in dealing with bullying. Okay, guys, that's all for our podcast. If you want to listen more than about our content,
Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe.
bye bye.